Football players own these ridiculously pricey items. First, we had Neymar, who spent $200,000 to look exactly like his fiercest rival, Lionel Messi. Yeah, Neymar saw Messi pull up in crazy supercars when he arrived in Barcelona, and it was too much for his ego. As soon as Neymar received his first paycheck at Barcelona, he spent on not just one supercar but two of them, a $200,000 Ferrari 458 Spyder and a Maserati MC12S, which cost $810,000. Welcome back to another exciting video. Today's video is about stupidly expensive things football players own. Before we start the video, please like, subscribe, and press the bell icon. And in case you didn't know, only 50 of those are created on the entire earth. Not all football stars spend millions on vehicles because of what Erling Haaland did. When he departed Dortmund, he startled his whole team. Unsurprisingly, the Norwegian striker hoped to make his dream transfer to Man City in 2022. His father played there during his career, and he had been a fan his entire life. But because he didn't want to leave his squad empty-handed, he got $500,000. 15,000 worth of goodies. Not only did he cop 15,000 custom-built Rolexes for all 33 of his teammates, he bought all of Dortmund's club personnel custom Omega watches for $7,000 apiece. Now, that's what you call a great team player. But one player wasted even more cash to put a smile on his teammate's face. Paul Pogba. The 29-year-old midfielder wished to contribute more to his squad during the 2018 World Cup. Not only did my son Pogba score many goals throughout the competition, but he also thought that his entire French team deserved some unique gifts. He went to one of Beverly Hills' most elite jewelers to create something his teammates would never wear. Forget one-of-a-kind handcrafted rings studded with diamonds, sapphires, and rubies to match the French flag. They were also customized with each player's name, jersey number, and statistics from each World Cup game. Fortunately for Pogba, he was making decent money at the time. Because the entire cost of this was no laughing matter, each ring, you see, costs more than $15,000. With Pogba having 23 teammates, these rings almost cost him $500,000. But, hey, that's the cheapest thing in the video because these figures make my boy Cristiano Ronaldo chuckle. He takes things to another level. That dude has 3 Bugattis, not 1, not 2. Andrew Tate, take that. So, which color is your Bugatti? However, Ronaldo does not stop there. He paid millions to wear one of his Bugattis around his wrist. His Bugatti timepiece is the only one in the world. It's covered in titanium, champagne gold, black sapphires, an icewood baguette diamond, and a bespoke CR7 logo. Just look at this watch, man. There's no wonder why it cost him 1.5 mil. But instead of pimping his driveway, Sadio Mane is pimping an entire country. The 30-year-old winger comes from absolutely nothing. He was raised in Senegal, one of the poorest countries in the world. And as a kid, Sadio's parents didn't have the money to send him to school. So, the only thing he could do was exercise and dream of being a pro. That didn't go unnoticed. People in his area began to notice his talent and started saving money to take young Mane to Dakar, the only city with a youth training facility. Not even 2 years later, he was noticed by a French scout and relocated to Metz in France. Now, 13 years later, little Mane has turned the tables. This time around, he's the one saving up the money to aid the people in his community. He donated $500,000 to create a new hospital and $200,000 for a secondary school. In addition, a petrol station and a post office are being constructed. And, indeed, what an excellent way to give back. It's practically nothing for my boy Zlatan Ibrahimovic. He spends over $1 million annually to indulge himself on his birthday. Yes, the most outstanding Swedish striker in history is remembered for scoring outrageous goals, scaring his opponents, and buying a costly whip for his birthday every year. And the last few years have been total craziness. On his 38th birthday, Satan purchased a one of $499 car that even scares Formula One drivers. A $1.75 million Ferrari Monza SP2. On his 39th birthday, he wanted to match his Milan shirt, so he purchased a $230,000 limited edition Porsche 911 Targa Heritage Edition. And when he turned 40, he flaunted a golden Ferrari SP90 to the entire world. This thing has a 0 to 60 time of 2 seconds. 5 seconds. So it's no surprise that this car cost him over $500,000. But it's a snip in comparison to his 41st birthday present. Slayton, as usual, congratulated himself on social media, displaying his new buy. But this time, he didn't just get one Ferrari, but two, an 812 Competizione A and a Daytona SP3. Slayton is known to collect limited edition vehicles, which are no exception. There will only be 599 Daytonas made worldwide, with a price tag of $2,250,000. However, after spending so much money, it's safe to say Zlatan is experiencing a midlife crisis. But he isn't the only one, because what Gareth Bale did will astound you. Bale, you see, has a hidden skill that he spends millions of dollars on backstage expenses. Most people anticipate him to spend his free time honing his football talents. But has he been practicing his swing on the golf course? He was so obsessed with golf that he had the property around his house redesigned with replicas of the world's most prominent golf courses. Take a look at this. It's magnificent, but it cost him more than $2 million. Bale's golf infatuation does not end there. Rather than investing more money in his swing, he built a spot for everyone to enjoy. This 23,000 square foot skyscraper is wrapped in neon lights and contains 3 mini golf courses. It even has its own restaurant and bar. However, Bale isn't content with just one golf bar. He intends to grow it into a global business with locations throughout the UK. And now that Bale is in the United States, you can spend time with another multimillionaire player, David Beckham, in Miami. Because, well, pretty boy Dave recently spent $6 million on a boat. This Horizon E88 superyacht is not just any boat. This beauty has 2 suites, a kitchen, a bar, and a gym. The 94-foot-long yacht has enough room for 10 guests, TVs, and speakers fitted throughout the ship, and it literally has everything Dave needs to hold wild parties. And do you know who will undoubtedly attend those parties? Sergio Aguero, since what he purchased is much more bizarre than David's yacht. After spending his entire career at Manchester, Aguero recently relocated to Miami. Aguero needs a change of scenery after scoring 260 goals and winning the Premier League 5 times. He sold his Manchester home and relocated to Miami, a tropical paradise. He fell in love with the palm trees as soon as he arrived. Parties. And there are supercars around every bend. He decided to buy this enormous Miami mansion right away. A wine cellar, 12,000 square feet, 9 bedrooms, 13 baths. A cinema room, a tennis court, and a gym are all available. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content.